What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the PWR-Up podcast. I am your host, Dennis, aka Sir Snorlax, and we are here to talk about a few things, specifically the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement. We had a Switch 2 Direct on the 2nd of April, and we're going to get into that. But first and foremost, we're going to get into a quick shout out to the Southwest Florida FGC. They had their weekly here this past Thursday, the 3rd, and we're just going to go over some of the winners of the tournament. So in our Tekken bracket, we had 7 participants. In 7th place, we had Fighting Focus. In 5th place, we had Oblivion. In 5th place as well, we had Scourge. In 4th place, you had your boy, Sir Snorlax. In 3rd place, Savage Mela. Second time placing 3rd. In 2nd place, we have Flamio. And in 1st place, Crispy Crisps. Moving on to our Street Fighter bracket. In 7th place, we had Fighting Focus. In 7th place, again, your boy, Sir Snorlax. In 5th place, we had Scourge. In 5th place, we also had Flamio. In 4th place, Walt Coyote. In 3rd place, we had Big Boss Brandon. In 2nd place, we had Casual Sam. And in 1st place, we had Makira taking home his first place, first place placement in the weekly. So shouts out to the winners. With that said, some points were distributed this past week. So let's go over our updated leaderboards. So in 20th place, we have Frank Gaines XP for our Tekken leaderboard. We have in 19th place, we have Saint. In 18th place, we have Cruisin'. In 17th place, we have Scourge. In 16th place, we have Fighting Focus. In 15th place, we have Foz. In 14th place, we have Tripa Seca. In 13th place, we have Mr. Worldwide. In 12th place, we have Lost Hero. In 11th place, we have Oblivion. In 10th place, we have McLover. In 9th place, we have Sir Snorlax. And now for our top 8, we have Spiker. In 8th place, we have TV Tengu in 7th place. In 6th place, we have Savage Mela. In 5th place, we have Kazibara. In 4th place, we have Samurai Soda. In 3rd place, we have Mary Chango. And in 2nd place, we have Flamio, who has just taken over 2nd place from Chango with the winnings of this past week. And in 1st place, we have Crispy Crisps. Moving on to our Street Fighter leaderboards. In 20th place, we have Sergeant Slayer. In 19th place, we have Seafoam. In 18th place, we have Waffles. In 17th place, we have Prox. In 16th place, we have Walt Coyote. In 15th place, we have Rock Brawny BR. In 14th place, we have myself. In 13th place, we have Focus One. In 12th place, we have Big Boss Brandon. In 11th place, we have Scourge. In 10th place, we have Casual Sam. In 9th place, we have Rich Dan. In 8th place, we have Noodle. In 7th place, we have Professor Peanut. In 6th place, we have Makira. In 5th place, we have Spiker. In 4th place, we have Foz. In 3rd place, we have Mr. Worldwide. In 2nd place, we have Lexitron 3000. And in 1st place, we have Harold. So those were our winners and our leaderboard. So congratulations to all the players. With that said, Tekken. Tekken's in a bad state right now. That patch has done quite a bit of damage. For context, Our local was truly affected because nobody wants to play the game. We only had 7 participants, is usually our highest entry game. But hopefully, now that the dust has settled, I know that there's some patchwork that's going to be happening here, courtesy of the Tekken team here in the near future. They've already mentioned a few things that they're going to be making some changes to, including Jack and the BS that he has going on. So we'll look forward to that. But in other fighting game news, we received an update from Alex Jabali about the future of CEOTaku. And I will just read off the post that was made. Dear CEOTaku community, we have to make the hard decision of not hosting our 9th iteration of CEOTaku in 2025. It is in the best interest of our team and the event to take a break this year and come back stronger in the future when the time is right. First, I want to thank Holiday Matsuri's team for giving us a home in 2024 when we lost our original venue, the Wyndham. We hope that everyone that was able to experience both events had a great time. Due to the nature of hosting our event inside of a convention center, the costs were too great to run something of the scale and quality that CEOTaku was known for. While I stubbornly tried to find alternate options in 2025, one of which was being at the new CEO 2025 venue, the Rosen Shingle Creek itself, the potential dates were too close to CEO, and I didn't want to ask the community to travel twice in such a short time span. I hope to revisit this and other options in the future, as I do not want to end the wonderful community experience we have built within the Anime FGC and beyond. To everyone that helped make CEOTaku one of the most fun events we could ever host and the memories it created over the years, thank you. To Punha and Wave Chan, thank you for taking our creative themes to the next level for everyone's enjoyment. To every community that would show up, big or small, thank you. To Tong and our incredible CEO/TNS staff, thank you for making the vision come to life. To Arc System Works and other publishers that gave us some amazing support in previous years, thank you. Thank you to Funky P, Mitch, and John for having fun with our streams to build CEOTaku together over the years. More importantly, thank you, Warchamp, for creating the name that is CEOTaku. With that said, I hope to see as many of you as possible for CEO 2025 on June 13th through 15th, as we are hosting a ton of our CEOTaku anime titles this year for CEO's big Orlando return, and it will be big. In the meantime, please show your support for other anime-centric community events such as Max Mode, Montreal Air Dashers, Climax of Night, Frosty Faustings, and your locals. Don't worry, when CEOTaku returns, we will be stronger than ever. From Jabali and the CEOTaku staff. So sad news about CEOTaku, but definitely commendable for them to decide to take a break with the issues with venue. I know last year they had to scramble with the loss of the Wyndham, the famous Wyndham for CEOTaku last year that was shut down and eventually demolished within a very short amount of time. So shouts out to the team at CEO, shouts out to Jabali for being so transparent, and we'll get more updates in the future. But for now, we're going to be looking forward to CEO coming in June very soon. We're going to have some fun with that, as we will be attending that as well. So now it's time for what we're all here for. Nintendo had a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. April 2nd, 2025. Now, it's been a tumultuous week because of this. we're going to get right into it. And we're going to go into what is the overview of the actual Nintendo Switch. So, this is what was revealed to us. We have our hardware. We got a 7.9-inch LCD screen that is going to give us some 1080p. The thickness is the same as the OG, but it's just a little bigger. Personally, I think they should have gone just a little bit thicker and gotten a better battery life, because the battery is going to give us about 2 to 6 hours of battery, which sucks. This system will support HDR, VRR, up to 120 frames per second in compatible games. Now, that sounds awesome, but it's a little concerning with that incompatible games part. It will have HD Rumble 2. The Joy-Con 2, which are there, are going to, as you can see here, the Joy-Con 2s will be magnetic. So there's a little bit of an overview of the Joy-Cons themselves. They will be magnetic, so you'll snap right in. There won't be any more of that sliding that we used to have. The magnets are apparently pretty strong. There's a switch that will be there to remove them, which you can see in the back there, below the buttons on the back area, to remove them from the actual system. It will have magnetic straps, so it will have straps for playing the Joy-Cons with off of the system. And here's our dock. Going back a little bit to the Joy-Cons for just a second, the buttons are going to be a little bit bigger, along with the sticks. So we have the left and right sticks are going to be larger. The L and R buttons are longer. The S, L, and SR buttons are going to be bigger for when you're playing with the one Joy-Con mode. So that will be nice. Games on the Nintendo Switch 2 can take advantage of powerful upgrades to processing capability, speed, and graphics performance. So we're going to have smoother frame rates, sharper visuals, and faster loading speeds than before. In addition to Nintendo Switch 2 edition games, select Nintendo Switch games may also take advantage of the system's new capabilities to bring benefits like improved graphics and faster load times. When it comes to the sound quality is going to be more natural and clear with better balance. You can hear the difference whether you're playing with built-in speakers or your own headphones. It's going to have a three-dimensional sound. So it's 3D sound. So that's going to be interesting. Internal storage, it's going to come with 250 gigabytes of internal storage, which is 8 times the capacity of the Nintendo Switch, although I feel that we probably could have gone a little bigger than that. The system can also read and write faster. So now going into the dock. The dock has a built-in fan that works to keep your system cool and helps stabilize performance. Compatible TVs can automatically turn themselves on when they detect the Nintendo Switch system powering on while docked. The system supports consumer electronics control, where the TV automatically detects and changes to the correct input. And with auto low latency mode, you can even have your compatible TV automatically changed to its game mode setting. And if we look here in the back, You can see what the back of the dock looks like without the cover. We've got USB-C, HDMI, and we have the Ethernet cable, which is going to be very important. We have the Pro controller, which has gotten a little bit of a revamp. As you can see, we've got the C button. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But as you can see, we've got back buttons now, and these are reprogrammable. So it'll definitely be it'll be standard, which is nice. You know, typically these back buttons aren't coming standard unless you get a Pro controller. So when playing certain games, you can reprogram that and have those extra buttons available to you for different actions. Going back a little bit to the Switch itself, it's got a new kickstand. And I wasn't able to get a good picture of the system in the kickstand mode, but it's got a new kickstand that's more flexible, more adjustable. It's better than the original Switch's kickstand. It's very much like the OLED's kickstand, except instead of being a full plate, it's a bar. So that's nice. You can also there's also going to be availability for storage expansion. You must buy a micro SD Express. That is the only memory card that it will take for faster speeds and games to run smoothly. So, with that said, we're going to get into some pricing. Some alleged pricing. I'm going to put it at alleged only because of some of the things. This is the camera, so this is going to be usable for the game chat. They're releasing a camera, and I will get into that a little bit more. This is the charging controller handle. So we've got two versions coming out. When I say two versions, it's going to be 2 packs. The system itself will be, right now, it's at $49.99 here in the U.S. There's also going to be a Mario Kart World bundle for the newly announced Mario Kart World game, which will be $499.99. The Pro controller with audio jack included and the reprogrammable back buttons will be $79.99. The camera will be $49.99. The Joy-Con 2 set is going to be $89.99. The Joy-Con, the charging grip thing, is going to be $34.99. Individual Joy-Con 2s will be $49.99. Now, the system is scheduled to release June 5th, 2025. Pre-orders were announced during this direct to go live on the 9th of April. So a week from the direct's announcement. A couple of days after, Nintendo put out a message saying that they will be postponing the pre-orders due to the reevaluating the release. Not the date, but the release. Pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2 in the U.S. will not start on April 9th in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. Nintendo will update timing at a later date. The launch date of June 5th, 2025 is unchanged. So hopefully we'll have an update sooner rather than later, on what the uh, when we can pre-order this. The games are going to be expensive. That I can tell you right now. We're looking at an $80 price point on Mario Kart World, just the game. So getting this bundle is probably going to be cheaper than buying the game separately. So this is what everybody's probably going to go for when they pre-order this. So it's going to be limited quantities. Nintendo is actually doing something interesting with their pre-orders, and I don't know if they've. I mean, um, they're also postponing their pre-orders here. But you must have a Nintendo Switch Online account. Uh, the pass to order it, and if I'm not mistaken, you have to have 12 months consecutive of the pass, and I think it's like 50 hours of play data shared. So it's to avoid the scalpers, which I appreciate for sure. Um, Game chat. So game chat is a function that is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 has that button, that C button, that new C button that everyone was talking about. That's going to link. That's going to go straight into game chat. You can easily start a voice chat anytime, anywhere with game chat, and the built-in microphone on the Nintendo Switch 2. Whether in TV mode, tabletop mode, or handheld mode, your friends are never far away. Up to 4 people can share their screens in the same game chat session. There's a new C button on the right Joy-Con 2 controller. Press it to easily bring up game chat at any time, even if you're in the middle of a game. While using game chat, use the C button to pull up chat controls as you need them, like muting or leaving the chat. Nintendo Switch 2 has a built-in microphone on top of the system. No additional accessories are required to spark up a conversation with friends. It also uses noise canceling technology to filter sounds so your voice will come through clearly. The mic will also conveniently adjust the volume of your voice that it picks up. This helps your friends comfortably hear you, whether you're playing in a large space with others or tucked away in a quiet room. Make it a video chat with the Nintendo Switch 2 camera or a compatible USB-C connected camera, each sold separately. You can easily check compatibility using the test USB camera feature located in the Nintendo Switch system settings. With that said, if you watch the direct, you'll see that there's a scene where they're doing game chat and someone's blending something in the background, and allegedly it doesn't come through. I want to test that because that sounds ridiculous. It might, but how does your voice get altered by that is my question. Some features of the Nintendo Switch 2 uh, include game share, local wirelessly. Um, Use game share on your Nintendo Switch 2 to share compatible games with anyone who has a Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2. That way, everyone can play the game, even if they don't own a copy. Only Nintendo Switch 2 consoles can share games, but any Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch can receive them when connected via wireless connection, local wireless connection. Nintendo Switch consoles can only receive games that are compatible with the Nintendo Switch. Now, you can also do this online on Nintendo Switch 2, share compatible games via game chat. That way, you and your friends can play together online. Even if only one of you owns a copy, game chat is only available on the Nintendo Switch 2. Game announcements. There was a lot of games that were announced during this, and we're going to view a few trailers, including Mario Kart World. Okay, so let's get into that here. We're going to get into Mario Kart World. Yo, we grinding on the rails. We wall riding. Oh, that's dope. Costume changes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh wait, there's more. Sorry. I didn't realize how long this trailer was.
A brand
There we
new
go.
entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
24. Knockout Tour, okay.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
That's dope.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Ooh.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
The carts are cool. Free roam. This is dope.
So freely drive around this vast world.
That's
in
awesome.
free roam.
You just take in the sights.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with
Hell
friends,
yeah.
and even take photos together at different
That's
locations.
awesome.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
April 17th. April 17th. So Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World looks awesome. I'm not the biggest Mario Kart fan, but I'm definitely going to be getting this. Like I said, I want to get the bundle because I definitely want to get this game. The free roam is awesome. The different modes are awesome. From a little bit of what I've heard already, there was a tree house that happened a few days after, or a day after, I think, the direct, where the mix and match of the pieces is gone. It's all Mario characters. I'm sure they'll probably include other characters afterwards, but it's all Mario characters. So that's awesome. The next game that we're going to get into is going to be Mario Party Jamboree. So this is going to be one of the enhanced games that are coming out for the Switch 2. So Super Mario Party Jamboree, and it brings Jamboree TV with it. So let's check that out.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls.
Yes. The Joy-Con 2's mouse controls. I hadn't talked about that yet, but I wanted to show it off here. And then
More
another trailer.
expressive rumble. And gameplay camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2, hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your
That's
voice,
awesome.
and compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and 1 where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
That's awesome.
Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station? From minigames that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Now, they haven't said what the price is going to be. There's an interesting caveat to it. Because if you have the Nintendo Switch Online expanded pass, they're going to be doing Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 editions of the game with upgraded visuals and a couple of other few interesting tidbits that they're adding to it. Those are going to be free if you have the expansion pack. The others, they haven't announced. So, another game that has been announced, kinda. It was already announced, and we knew it was coming to the Switch 2, but we didn't know in what capacity. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And that is going to give us the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con 2 support of the mouse. So let's take a look at that one.
The Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in Full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these 2 modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference.
Now,
I think I just won my tax.
it looks awkward to use the mouse for this game, but I'm going to try it. The game already looked beautiful when we saw it last week during the odd last-minute Nintendo Switch Direct, and it looks even better in this one. So it'll be an interesting one to watch. The next trailer we're going to look at is Kirby Air Riders. Yo, we got some jets on that star. Yep. Sakurai doing Kirby Air Riders. That's going to be cool. That'll be an interesting one. The next one we're going to look at is, it's a sequel, prequel. It's weird. It's a third-party game, but it's a Nintendo game. It's Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Oh, yeah. I'm playing this. Koei Tecmo. Doing it again. I loved the Dynasty Warrior games, specifically the Dynasty Warrior Gundam games. I played Fire Emblem Warriors, both one and the sequel that was the tie-in to Three Houses, Three Hopes. I've not played any of the Hyrule Warrior games, but there's been said that they have been phenomenal. It's just the feel of being just, super powered, cutting through armies, like hundreds and hundreds of villains is just awesome. The next game we're going to get into is Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's another game that was announced during this direct. So let's take a look. Oh, yeah. That redesigned Donkey Kong. We digging. We smashing. Digging some more, and we smashing some more. And we even surfing on rocks. Ooh, there's a platformer mode too. Can we talk about the gold teeth? Gold teeth. The gold teeth. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Coming soon. It's interesting. We did not get a Super Mario 3D game announced, but we got Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I feel is an awesome direction to take. That's cool. It seems like our big game is going to be Mario Kart World to launch, but it's a month after we're getting Donkey Kong Bonanza. So the releases are coming in hot. The next announcement, which a lot of people took it as a big announcement, the Dusk Bloods from Bandai Namco and From Software. So let's check it out.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Damn, he turned into a dinosaur. Oh, okay, okay.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
The Dust Bloods. Is that a rat bird? Is that a rat bird? 2026. Available only on the Nintendo Switch 2. From Software is making a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive game. So that's going to be cool. The next trailer I'm going to show you is going to be the trailer for a feature coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, the Nintendo Switch Online with the expansion pass. It is the Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001.
Ouch.
Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail
Not my
on an
favorite,
adventure
but
across the
I'll play
Great
it.
Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and
Oh,
swords
yeah.
eternally retold.
Oh, yeah.
In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link,
Oh,
from
yeah.
the Legend of Zelda series, enters the fray.
Get it, Link.
Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white
I never
knuckle
finished
racing
this
at
game.
speeds over
And
2,000
it's
kilometers
an
per hour.
awesome game.
30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero.
Hell yeah.
In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
That's awesome.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them.
Oh, that's awesome.
More titles will be added in the future.
Path of Radiance, Gale of Darkness, Super Mario Strikers, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Coliseum.
Nintendo Classics.
That's
the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
I'm ready.
And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
I'm gonna try to get 4 of
It
those.
can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
That's awesome. How do I put this? I'm excited for it. I'm curious about something. Why did we release Luigi's Mansion 1, an HD version of it, just to put it on the Nintendo GameCube? Classic thing. Sunshine, same thing. 3D Mario All-Stars. So that doesn't make sense to me. But Path of Radiance, that's an expensive game if you're looking to buy an original copy. Gale of Darkness, again, same thing. Pokemon Coliseum, super expensive game if you are gonna, buy a copy and play it on a GameCube. So to be able to play those games as part of the Nintendo Switch Online, I already got it, so that's a no-brainer to me. With that said, just a few more game announcements that were made. I'm not gonna get too deep into them, but Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is it's supposed to be a game, kind of like how the PlayStation 5 had the Welcome to Astro World. I can't forget. Oh, Astro's Playroom. Astro's Playroom. That's what it was called. But it came with the system. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is a paid game. Who's gonna pay for a damn tutorial? All I'm saying. You want to show off your different capabilities, that should have been free. That should have been like a Wii Sports free game that comes with the system. Just saying. There's the other Switch 2 upgraded games that are going to be coming out besides our Mario Party and Zelda's is going to be Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World. And Pokemon Legends ZA is going to also have a Nintendo Switch 2 version as well. Some third-party games that were announced. Hades 2 is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Split Fiction is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Street Fighter 6 Years 1 and 2 Fighters Edition is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it'll have Joy-Con 2 support. And it'll also be releasing 3 amiibos, Luke, Jamie, and Kimberly, along with amiibo cards for the rest of the cast. Borderlands 4 is going to be releasing on the Nintendo Switch 2. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Hogwarts Legacy is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Civilization 7 is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Enter the Gungeon 2. We got Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Star Wars Outlaws. Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition. Survival Kids. Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions. EA Sports FC and Madden have announced that they will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, along with WWE 2K and NBA 2K as well. A couple of other announcements that came through. Elden Ring is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, Tarnished Edition. Deltarune Chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 are coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. And then Square Enix had a trailer for a game that they're bringing to the Nintendo Switch 2. And it was quite hilarious because it even fooled me. The start of the trailer, there's a girl who looks very similar to the female protagonist of Final Fantasy IX. And everyone flipped out. Just like I was like, damn, they're actually doing it. A remaster, a remake of Final Fantasy IX. No, it was Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD remaster. Also, Project 007 is coming. And we don't know much about the game. They just said that it's coming. It's been announced for a while, but it's also going to be coming to the Switch 2, and we still don't know much about it. Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion is also been announced for the Switch 2. So that's pretty much the lineup of games that have been announced. It was a big lineup of games. How I'm feeling, I'm getting a Switch 2 if the price doesn't go up. I was ready to pre-order this next Wednesday. I was ready to go get it pre-ordered either at like Amazon or like GameStop, Target, whatever. I was going to get it pre-ordered. I was going to pre-order the bundle. I was going to figure out how to pre-order that day. And then the unfortunate news came that we were canceling, that we were postponing the pre-orders. I'm really hoping that the system is not going to go up in price. $500 for the system is just not worth it. It is a better system than the original Switch. It is very close to what the other consoles are at, but it is not a PS5. It's not an Xbox. It's not at that level. Yet we're talking about potentially going up to that price. It's not, to me, it's not worth it. Game prices are a little ridiculous, I feel. $80 for a game. $90 if you're getting a physical copy. And some of these cartridges are just game keys to download the actual game. It brings you to a point where should I just go fully digital with the Nintendo Switch 2? Because if I'm going to save $10 to just buy a digital copy of the game, or I'm going to spend an additional $10 just to buy a cartridge, a piece of plastic, and a chip that's going to be the key to get me to download the damn game anyway and still have a digital version of the game, I might as well just get the digital copy. Obviously, the Nintendo Store always has sales, but those first-party games never go on sale. You're never going to see Donkey Kong Bonanza on sale. You're never going to see Mario Kart World on sale. You're never going to see any of those games, Metroid 4, Metroid Prime 4, none of those first-party games are ever going to be on sale on the Nintendo Store. It's going to be very rare. Only very rare occasions you see, and the discount is not that bad. So, like, those physical store discounts that you get, from your brick and mortar places or even online, like on Amazon, like, is it going to be worth it? Are you going to end up paying the same price you're going to pay for a digital copy if you just buy it on there and you can just carry it with you? The expanded storage, will give you a lot of space, to have games on there. How's the backwards compatibility? We didn't get into that as well. They didn't get too far into backwards compatibility because they keep touting Nintendo Switch games compatible. Nintendo Switch games will be available on the Nintendo Switch 2. So, am I still going to be able to play Final Fantasy X because I got the cartridge on my Nintendo Switch 2? Or am I going to have my Nintendo Switch 1 connected to my TV to play that because it won't be compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2? So that also has not been clarified. So there's still a few questions left. Once we have an update on the pricing of the system, we'll, and when pre-orders are finally going to go live, I think we'll have a little bit more understanding. I know that there's been a few tree houses that have been done. There's more directs coming on games, so hopefully we'll find out more about the Nintendo Switch 2 as it comes out. So with that said, this is the end of the show. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. 3 episodes in, 3 episodes in the bag. And again, thank you for your continued support. Keep liking, subscribing, the whole 9. We're going to keep doing this. And shouts out to Ant House Beats for the Marble Lobby Marble Zone remix. I will put that link in the bio, in the description of the video if you want to check out all of Ant House Beats music. Please do so. Great artist, awesome guy. Again, thank you all, and y'all have a good one. Be good or be good at it.